Representative Cori Bush would disagree with you. Here's a tweet from Bush in which it's written, when they say that the 4th of July is about American freedom, remember this, the freedom they're referring to is for white people. This land is stolen land, and black people still aren't free. Okay, I kind of come to you, Joey, because, you know, you have sacrificed so much for our freedom, for everyone's freedom, no matter what race they are. I mean, how do you respond to this?
Well, she's a divisive provocateur. She says things like this because it gets her likes and retweets and probably some donor money, because you know why? She's a part of this system. She's a part of this political, corrupt system. That's who and what she is. She's an elected official, and she's talking badly about the system because that's her angle to partake in it. Let me explain something to that representative. This is not about freedom. This is Independence Day. This is a precursor to freedom. This was a fight for freedom. Freedom started that day, but it takes every generation and every American to secure it over and over again. At Pearl Harbor, all right, on 9/11, and every single day today, we fight to stay free, not to become free, but to stay free. We are free. All you have to do is believe it. And if you're choosing not to believe it, if you're choosing to believe this narrative that you're oppressed and that you don't have freedom, then your biggest oppressor is your own sick attitude. Not the system, not the people, not white folks or black folks or anybody in between. Listen, there's nothing fair about life, much less the system. And I will work and hold hands and work with anyone to make the system more fair. But if it isn't in your heart, if it isn't in your mind and your heart, who cares what's fair? You have to believe in it to want to make it better. And I challenge her to do her job and to represent the people of her district, that there is no way there's that many people in one place that truly believe we're that bad of a place. And so I challenge her to, do her job and quit just trying to get likes and retweets and campaign money. Be better than that.
As Joey knows better than anybody, when you're in the trenches, look, my father was a Marine, my uncle was a lieutenant, major lieutenant in the Army. They are colorblind when you're with your group of brothers and sisters in arms, when you're under stress defending the flag. And that flag, incidentally, that the Congresswoman's trying to carve out and saying, well, that's only for white people, that is a crock. 5,000, probably 6,000 troops were freed slaves and slaves who fought in the Revolutionary War to defend and create that flag at Ticonderoga, at Bunker Hill. That's part of our history, too. Let's not try to rip pieces of that flag apart. No, that's a white flag, black flag, Hispanic flag, Japanese flag, Korean flag. It's a piece of all those countries that make us who we are. It's a sin, particularly on Independence Day, to try to pull threads of it out. No, we're not going to have that. We can't have it.
And I'm glad you brought it. Sure, go ahead.
I was just going to say, doesn't anyone else just get really sick of people who are incredibly wealthy or part of the system who was able to get elected to Congress in such a racist nation, but they bemoan the system that afforded them the opportunity to either get incredibly wealthy, like the Colin Kaepernicks of the world, or, these politicians that clearly hate the country that afford them the opportunity to serve in Congress. If it was such a terrible system, how did you get to where you are? And then particularly at a time when so many other Americans are suffering so much worse. This is a beautiful country. It is rooted in freedom. It is rooted in opportunity, and we should really celebrate it because it is an opportunity where we all can come together, and today's that day.
And I don't know if, when we have a birthday, if our friends and families come around the birthday cake and tell us all the issues that we need to fix in our lives. I don't know if this is a day for
birthday,
that.
You're right,
hey, Joey, I want to get your response, I want to get your response from Jocko Willink here on why the American flag is so important. I'm going to play a soundbite from him, and I want to get your response on the other side. Listen.
I've seen real tyranny. I've seen actual terror and injustice and brutality with my own eyes. And because of that, I know what the flag represents, and I know what America is. And then you become filled with gratitude and appreciation at the blessing that we have to live in this great country.
Joey, don't you really feel what he's saying?
The problem, and I love Jocko, he's a leader, he's a natural born leader, but the problem, we can't draw juxtapositions from places of true tyranny. They've already overlooked all that. They don't believe in that. All they see is what's wrong with us. If we're going to reach them, we have to show them what they should be grateful for here. We can't draw juxtapositions anywhere else anymore because that doesn't even register for them anymore. That's not a part of their narrative anymore.
I love that. The positivity. I like that you always try to focus on that. Thanks, Joey. Thanks,
Absolutely.
guys. All right.